to have that information to share with the public later today.
The recorder captures data like heading, speed, and water depth, as well as the condition of the engines, thrusters, and rudder, but also audio on the ship's bridge, where the crew called for dropping anchor in a last-ditch emergency maneuver.
The pilot made all of the right calls in a timely manner, but the voice recorder will confirm that. And I think this investigation, all of the pieces are in place to have a successful, conclusion. The real challenge will be, how do you prevent this from happening again?
The search for the missing Wednesday, hamstrung by poor weather and heavy rain, deemed too dangerous to continue among the jagged pieces of the bridge in the murky Patapsco River.
You could have 20 parts that are suddenly going to change position. Diver could be dead in a matter of seconds and he wouldn't even know it.
Living comfortably has gotten more expensive as the cost of living has spiked up in recent years. A new study from the smartasset.com has determined the amount needed to live comfortably in a major city is $96,500 for one person and roughly $235,000 for a family of 4. The highest state to live comfortably for an individual is New York, where you need roughly $138,000. The lowest is Houston, where a single adult must earn about $75,000.
Well, that's good to know since I'm from Houston.
Yes, but prices here in Oxford even have skyrocketed. I mean, with rent, it's getting crazy.
I know. I mean, all the houses, they're raising their prices. And even after Walmart remodeled, they've gained so much. It's just insane.
Yes. Well, bringing things back to Ole Miss, ASB election results were announced Tuesday night, and the president and vice president positions are going into a runoff.
NewsWatch reporter Taylor Rogers tells us more about this campaign season and the candidates.
The waters at Ole Miss are shifting as the Land Sharks gear up for their associated student body elections. Candidates have been promoting themselves in front of the student union, encouraging students to vote. Their hope is that candidates will address some of their complaints with the university.
There's not a lot of parking here. I have to take the bus every day to get to school, so that's something really important to me.
Parking is a big one. Yeah, it really is here.
If elected, the presidential candidates have pledged to fix the parking issues.
But one of the initiatives that I'm really excited about, because 2 other SEC schools do it, is actually substituting parking citations and paying those with item and food drives that would help out in the LOU communities.
I think that I will be doing is working with Oxford University Transit to increase those routes after hours and on weekends. That is a big issue, especially for international students who are the largest population here without cars.
I definitely want to advocate for y'all and make sure we can fight these needs in the next couple of years as we continue to grow bigger and bigger.
In addition to parking, the candidates offered solutions to other issues as well.
We realized the new kiosks in the union for food orders aren't totally accessible to people with physical disabilities, and sort of like opening our eyes to sort of things that we may think make our life easier but make other people's lives harder.
Students don't really know about legislation before this Senate votes on it, and so I think it's important that we publicize that so senators can take students' voices into account when they make that vote.
A mascot is something really important. It's going to help increase our school involvement, definitely in athletic programs. It's definitely going to make the community of our campus a whole lot better.
A runoff has been declared for the presidential race. However, the results have yet to be announced. I'm Taylor Rogers, NewsWatch, Ole Miss.
Coming up, we'll have another 4 Good Minutes segment with a writer from the Daily Mississippian.
Stay tuned. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back.
Mississippi.
Hey, Mississippi.
Don't trash Mississippi.
Because picking up litter costs us time
and money.
MDOT spends $3.2 million a year picking up litter.
That's money that could be used to maintain roads and bridges,
patch potholes,
and focus on improving Mississippi's infrastructure.
Please help us help you.
We can't do it without you.
Don't trash Mississippi.
Don't trash Mississippi.
We're here when you're ready.
Mom, I got it. What are you doing in there?
I got stuck.
Are you a dog?
I wouldn't do that. Have you seen the pliers? Where'd you find those?
It's not your birthday.
Sorry.
Bye, Grandpa.
Bye, Grandpa.
Take care of yourself.
What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss.
As we mentioned, we have a 4 good minutes for you today.
NewsWatch's Relicia Gavin is here in the studio with Noah Walters from the Daily Mississippian. Relicia?
You, Hannah and Alexia. I'm here again with Noah Walters from the Daily Mississippian. As you all know, our student-led newspaper comes out every Thursday. So, Noah, just tell me a little bit about the article you wrote for the DM this week.
Yeah, so I co-wrote an article on the senators who won the ASB elections, and then also the exec board who won those elections, and then contributed to an article also by my editor on the issues this election season for the ASB.
Okay, so let's start a little bit about the issues that you said happened this year with the ASB elections. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so there wasn't an issue for every campaign or for every student voting, but there was some issues for students who were in freshman studies, undeclared, general studies, or interdisciplinary majors had a hard time voting online, so they had to go in person. Some of them did. And then there was also an instance of Tyron Boyd was a candidate for ASB senator running, and there was some sort of issue with his finances with the election review board. And so what ended up happening was he wasn't on the ballot for the first hour of the election, the first hour and 7 minutes. So it was until 8:07 a.m. that he was finally put on the ballot. And so that is obviously an election issue because it kind of calls into question, free and fair elections.
Right.
And so those were just some of the issues that happened during this season.
Okay, so you said you spoke to the winners also. So kind of tell me a little bit about their responses. How did they respond when you reached out to them?
Yeah, so I reached out to some of the exec board winners. And obviously the top 2 positions, vice president and president, are heading to runoff. So obviously didn't get any comment from, there were no winners in those cases. But each of the winners said that, the winner for secretary, the winner for attorney general, the winner for treasury, all 3 of them were, very excited, looking forward to this upcoming fall to start their terms and to serve the student body.
Okay, so you were there when they announced the winners and everything. Can you tell me how the energy was? It was outside the Lyceum?
Yeah,
right?
was, yeah.
So how was the energy when they were announcing the winners and they announced the runoffs?
Yeah, so I was there before everybody started gathering. And so then I kind of saw everybody start moving there, and it got energized over time, and then it built up and it culminated into this moment of announcement. And it was very exciting. It was a happy time for the winners. It was, disappointing for some of the losers. I saw a few tears that night on either side, disappointing and happy. And so it, it's the culmination of not just the campaign season and those efforts, but also for some of the students, working their way up through ASB and working their way up, building connections in the student body. And it was a culmination of that for a lot of the winners.
Was this your first time covering the ASB elections?
It is, yeah.
Would you be interested, after this experience, would you be interested to do it again, you think?
I would be, yeah. I think there are a few different, like, more interesting angles that I could maybe take with it now that I've walked away from covering it for the first time. And there's, you know, I'm more experienced on what it is and what goes on with it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Noah, for taking the time to speak with us today. If you want to hear more on Noah's story or hear any more of the other stories that are in the Daily Mississippian for this week, just be sure to check out the Daily Mississippian, and you can pick up a copy pretty much anywhere around campus. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Verlicia, and thank you again to Noah for joining us today.
Don't go anywhere. We'll have your full weather forecast after the break.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Bring it. Oh, he's on fire.
Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home. Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride? Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one?
I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
As we take a look at our temperatures across the region, we can see that they're very comfortable across the board. And if you're just joining us, we can see that tonight's forecast will get very low around 11 o'clock tonight. But as far as the skies and rain, we will continue to be clear across the board. And tomorrow we will warm up a lot, so you can take those jackets off and grab you a pair of shorts, because it will be sunny tomorrow as we increase in temperature up to 70 degrees. And then we can see that tomorrow across the regional, we can still get those comfortable temperatures, and you still might need a light jacket, but as far as sleeves and those long pants, you can keep those out and keep those away in the closet. And as we move into our 5-day forecast, the sun will still be out Friday and Saturday, but Sunday and Monday we'll start to get some clouds, and Tuesday it will be raining, so you'll have to pull those jackets and that umbrella back out.
I am so happy to see that things are finally warming up. It's finally starting to feel like spring.
I know, we'll have great weather for this weekend with baseball. Jason, do you have any updates on that?
Guys, coming up, several former Rebs showed off their skills in front of NFL scouts at the Ole Miss Pro Day, and the softball team and March Madness continue to heat up. I'll have that and more up next in sports.
Great having you.
Incredible women. I wish they had those kind of cool careers for women when we were growing up.
So in this flashback, we're all the same age?
Yeah.
What does everyone want to be when they grow up?
If I say 2 jobs, do I get extra credit?
No.
I want to make immersive video games. I want to revolutionize 3D printing. I want to analyze data from the cloud.
I want to be a meteor.
You mean meteorologist?
No.
That's great, Al. Follow your dreams.
For the record, I was a baby in the 70s.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's all good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should.
Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Jason, let's go see your room.
That's not right. How was it? Is it good?
We are Ole Miss Rebels. As Mississippi's flagship university, we dig deeper, see farther, work harder. We pioneered human organ transplants. We helped prove Einstein's theory of gravitational waves. We are distinguished as a Carnegie R1 top 2.5% research institution. We are Ole Miss, transforming lives and the world.
Welcome back. I am Jason Kern with Sports Watch. Over 40 NFL scouts were here in Oxford yesterday for the Ole Miss Pro Day. Dejon Anthony improved in all categories from the 2024 NFL Combine earlier this month. He ran an unofficial 4.51 in the 40-yard dash and had a 10-foot broad jump. He also ran the fastest time of the day in the 20-yard shuttle. Dayton Wade put up strong numbers and made the most of his opportunity to show the scouts what he's really made of. Wade also ran the fastest 40-yard of the day at an unofficial 4.44. Ole Miss will continue spring practice Thursday before the annual Grove Bowl on Saturday, April 13th at 3 p.m. Central Time. After a tough series loss to Georgia last weekend, the softball team is back home this weekend as they face the number 22 ranked South Carolina Gamecocks for 3 games Friday through Sunday. This has been a really tough stretch for the softball team, facing all ranked teams for 3 straight weeks, but will have a chance to win 2 of the 3 matchups this weekend. This would really help the postseason resume for the Lady Rebs. And just announced that next week, the softball team's originally scheduled game against UT Martin on April 2nd has been changed to a doubleheader starting at 3 p.m. The Ole Miss men's tennis team heads into another challenging weekend as the Rebels are set to face off against 2 top 15 SEC opponents. The first one being on March 29th in Starkville against Mississippi State, who is ranked number 13. This match is set to start at 5 p.m. And then on Sunday, they return home to face the number 5 ranked Kentucky Wildcats at 1 p.m. All live scoring and video for both matches will be available to the public. These links to watch both matches can be found on the Ole Miss men's tennis schedule page. And March Madness is finally back tonight as the first 4 games of the Sweet 16 begin. The first game will be at 6:09 p.m. as Clemson faces number 2 Arizona. And then following that game is a rematch of last year's national championship game between San Diego State and number 1 UConn, which will tip off at 6:39 p.m. And to close out the night, Alabama will face off against number 1 North Carolina at 8:39, followed by Illinois and Iowa State at 9:09 p.m. Winner of these games will find themselves in the Elite Eight. Get your popcorn ready because this should be an amazing night of basketball. Clemson, Arizona, along with Alabama and North Carolina, will be aired on CBS as San Diego State and UConn, followed by Illinois and Iowa State, will be on TBS. That's all I've got for sports. Be sure to tune in to Rebel Watch tomorrow at 5 to catch up on all the latest Ole Miss sports news and beyond. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Gas station snacks just got a little bit crazier.
You'll never guess what may be coming to a 7-Eleven near you. Stay tuned.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fan of How to Train Your Dragon? Well, get excited because Universal Orlando Resorts has just unveiled details about their all-new Epic Universe theme park.
That's right. The park will feature How to Train Your Dragon of Brooklyn based on the DreamWorks animation trilogy.
The theme park will feature eateries and shopping along with 4 new attractions, live shows, and a fun meet and greet experience with some of your favorite characters.
It's one of 5 new worlds at the park as Super Nintendo World opened last year. And other parks coming to Universal are Celestial Park, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter's Ministry of Magic, and Dark Universe.
I'm so excited.
So excited.
I love Harry Potter, so I'm excited.
I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I can't wait.
I haven't been in a while, so this is really going to make me want to go back.
I know, exactly.
Yes.
Like, this just sounds so fun.
Well, 7-Eleven announced that they are introducing sparkling water. There is a variety of bold and savory flavors designed to creatively quench your thirst.
One of the flavors is a twist on the iconic 7-Eleven snack, the Big Bite hot dog, ketchup and mustard included.
Other more typical flavors include lemon lime, green apple, and sweet orange.
7-Eleven partnered with the brand Miracle Seltzer to create the line. More information about the hot dog seltzer will be revealed on April Fool's Day.
I'm really hoping that's an April Fool's Day joke because that sounds terrible.
I really hope it is. I think they're trying to get a buzz about it so people start craving Sonic. Yes. And they'll be like, psych, April Fools.
Hopefully.
I know. Well, that's all we have tonight. Tune in Monday. I'm Hannah Baker.
And I'm Alexia Intercheck with your latest news.
I'm Jason Kern with Sports Watch.
And with your Stormwatch, I'm Garyana Williams.
Be sure to keep up with us on our socials and tune in Monday at 5. NewsWatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live and keep it local.